Okay, we are live.
So last time on Dragon Ball Z, wait, wrong franchise.
I
knew that would happen.
Someone had to say it.
Yeah.
Indeed. But hello.
Don't yawn, that's gonna cause the rest of us to yawn.
It's a little bit late for that.
Oh god, now it's spreading!
It's contagious!
Ugh, darn it!
Husband makes no promises. Husband makes no
that's too
promises, Leon. She's just trying her best.
Joke's on you guys, I have the adrenaline of nervousness on my side.
Yeah, the extra adrenaline to keep you awake for 12 hours straight.
Oh, heck.
My cheese ragoons have gone cold, and the cheese is no longer milky. I is sad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Nah,
I
it's
give you
okay.
hugs, Mickey.
If anything, this is incentive of me to changing the bag into those chips. BRB. Doesn't quite stop in the kitchen. That's why you're flying echoing from Steve's head.
Alright, I'm gonna go promote the.
While we
I'm gonna
are
go
waiting,
promote the
I'm
stream.
going to have a little cuddle with my child before we begin.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm just sharing this around on my ends too.
Oh, hello? Hey, Spyro Gem! Thank you for subscribing for 3 months!
Can you imagine if you make a
Can you imagine if I make a what now?
Can you imagine if you make a paper pal of the house gremlin?
Paper Pal the House Gremlin.
man.
Oh, man.
I mean, here's the thing. Your current
so
paper pal is
cool.
already pretty close to that.
Oh no, it's the perfect medium. How good.
It's the middle ground. It is the middle ground. Everyone, run for your lives.
Also, since I'm finally back on my computer, I can make certain sounds.
Oh, now you're back on your regular computer and not just your laptop?
Well, now that I'm back,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She
think-
was back.
She was back.
Well, this is awkward.
Whap, whap.
Yeah, so we might be having some connection issues this stream. I apologize in advance.
As the saying goes, it's never a stream unless there's some scuff.
Exactly.
Ah, heck with it. We'll do it live.
Yep.
As soon as that live button is played, oh no, my everything is tumbling down.
Okay, I've promoted enough places. There we go. Oh, thank you for the stretch redeem. Ah, there we go. Yep,
Would you
hashtag blame Nebby.
Would you eat green eggs and ham?
Yes, I would, Sam, I am.
Would you eat them in a van?
Probably
That's a new
not.
one.
More like on a table.
There it is. Okay. I got my I got this sound effect, even though my soundboard cannot be played here.
Okay, Mama Ouija swag. Normally I'm not gonna do those pun redeems for the D&D streams, but since we haven't started yet, I'll go ahead and indulge you. 2 drums and a cymbal fell off a cliff. But
Ha!
Can we hear ya, Masky?
testing.
There you are.
there she
Okay,
is.
there
She
you
has
are.
returned.
Yay!
Alright, so I think we should get started before anything else happens.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Don't want to jinx it.
Alright, so
Indeed.
Mickey, you ready to record?
Oh, Okay, we need to make code words when it comes to this.
Can the code word be sandwiches?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Peaches.
Sandwiches.
Peach. Oh my
How
god.
about green light, red light, or
Or green light? Yeah, green light's good.
all right.
Oh,
green light.
that's cool.
Ah.
Okay.
We're good.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking about that old TF2 YouTube poop. I am full of sandwiches, and I am coming for you!
Apologies, I remember that one too.
Alrighty, so I think it's time for the recap.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So last time on our Star Warriors Mario D&D campaign, Mira had managed to find all the Dry Knights, the prince, and even her daughter, while the rest of the party successfully shut down the anti-magic generator and were able to fend off against some of the automatons that guarded the facility. With both parties being able to accomplish their quests, they both met back in the central facility of the factory with an all-out riot breaking loose. And with one of the Star's children, Yoshi, now successfully in their grasps, they all head out of the factory to escape. And with help from the prince recovering their full energy, they went out and were confronted by one of the commanders of Captain Junkjaw's army, Horrendous Hag, who had taken control of one of the great mammoth calves. Mounting it
That
like her,
awful.
mounting it like her own personal mule, it was a grueling battle for our heroes. But despite against the odds, they were able to take down Horrendous Hag, causing her to explode and freeing the now tired calf.
No.
What will happen in this aftermath as we conclude our journeys on the Gelato Kingdom? So yeah, it's now time for you all.
I guess after all that, Violet just kind of collapsed onto the snow and just breathes out deeply from that.
Button is going to just walk over to Violette and make sure she's okay.
She's fine. It's just
So does Pika.
it's
Are
hard.
you
to
okay, Captain?
I'm fine. I just need a moment. Nothing wrong after that.
All right then.
Of course.
In that case, I'm gonna go check on the calf. So I'm
Mira's
gonna.
already in progress of that.
I was gonna make an animal handling check to see if it's any injured at all.
All right.
Yeah,
Roll me. Yep. Let's roll an animal handling check.
To check if
Okay.
it's injured, I'd say that's more medicine, but if you want to calm it down, that definitely would be animal handling.
Oh yeah, I'll calm it down. It's one of my proficiencies after all.
Push, good baby.
And that's a nat 1. Well then, wait, no,
Oh,
hold on. I activate Toad Luck. I activate Toad Luck, and I'm gonna roll again.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That could have gone horribly.
First roll of the game, everyone.
Okay, that is a
That's not bad, Owen.
okay with my modifier. That is 14.
All right, you can see that it is a little upset with it because it's looking like it just shook off like the control device on its head.
Uh huh.
It is looking tired and a little hesitant seeing you because, well, after what happened, it's a little hesitant to be around other humanoids.
Oh yeah.
Hush. It's okay, little fella. I'm not gonna hurt you. See, we just took care of the bad robot.
With its trunk, it's pointing to the harness on its back.
Oh, do you need help getting that off?
Allow me. And is it like some sort of buckle, or do I have to rip the thing off?
Gotta rip it off.
Okay.
Oh, I've got daggers! Here, let me just try to cut it off.
There's no check or anything. With just a little bit of time, you easily cut off each strap one by one until the whole harness falls off, along with some of Horrendous Hag's possessions that, as it lands right next to, well, the scrap remains of her body.
Ooh!
So yeah, you all want to check that out?
I'm gonna investigate.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I investigate the bag.
All right, so I did DM all of you your special gear, but this is for everyone right away. You all gain 200 gold pieces.
Woohoo! Money!
Woo! Money, money, money.
Rolling in the dough.
Rolling in the dough.
Gets a VO as a narrator? I'm going to know about that.
It's okay. I think you're doing a great job.
All right, so
Oh, yeah.
all right, so I'll go in order from my DMs on what everyone got. So Lassie.
Yes.
All right, so for Greta, out of the bag, you grabbed winged boots.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Oh, this will be helpful.
And just to be clear, just for the sake of the Mario, they look like those, like a modified Goomba shoe with those little P-wings on them.
Okay, so
Uh.
so here's the thing. A Goomba shoe would basically be like one giant boot.
But like I said, they're modified, so they look like they could fit like a normal person's feet.
Fair enough.
So there's a pair of them.
Okay.
Yes.
A pair of so basically just a pair of shoes with wings on them, like a paratroopa's wings.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Mira would grab hers next, and she would get bracers of defense.
Oh, I thought she'd get a tutu.
Man, now I'm picturing Mira in a tutu.
Oh my god.
This is so undignified.
All right, next up, Pika.
What does Pika get?
Pika reaches into the bag and peers in.
I gotta scroll up. All right,
No
so
worries, man.
all right, so for Pika, she gets a specialized cloak.
Oh my. She pulls it out and holds it to herself, looking at it.
It's all right. Remind me, Jay. What are the names of the fairies in Super Paper Mario?
The fairies? They're called the Pixels.
Okay, this is a cloak of pixel kind, or in this case, it's just a worded version of cloak of elven kind.
Uh-huh.
So it shimmers. When you wave the cloak, it's shimmering like it's the little pixels from those very fairies you read about.
It's a cloak of pixelation.
Oh no.
It's
Oh.
pixel art!
Pika becomes an 8-bit character.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! her one dream. You guys now know her one wish. No.
Yes, to
that's
be
not
completely
it, but-
two-dimensional.
But Pika is certainly in awe as she's like, this is so lovely. Wonder
So-
what it does.
So didn't you tell me, Dom, that this cloak will turn invisible with Pika when she turns invisible?
When she wears it with her hood up, which pretty much she always has a cloak with her hood up, she gets all people have wisdom disadvantage when trying to find her, and she has advantage on stealth checks.
That's what it was.
And since she's always has her hood up, it'll always be in effect.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right, so for Button,
Yes.
you find this inside of remains of horrendous hag, and you get. Let me just scroll up. Where are you? Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
get
sorry
us-
if you guys hear a walking sound. There's a stupid fly flying in my room.
You get a storm boomerang.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
This little boomerang is emblazoned with some star symbols on it that gives off a little crackling energy.
Ooh. This is just like my other one, except it has lightning.
It's fancy.
And lastly, Violette.
Oh boy.
Violette, you get glamored studded armor.
Hello, Old Faithful, as I say as the player. But as Violette in this scene, she'd be like, no, this is quite peculiar.
It's like regular studded armors, and as it gives +1 to AC, but since it's glamored, she can basically change the look of however she wants it to be, which would be perfect since she always changes her outfit every island.
Oh, that's awesome!
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
So she could look like almost like the most defenseless person, like wearing nothing but like a swimsuit, but she would always be wearing her armor.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Man.
On contraire, feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Okay. I'm putting a moratorium on that right now.
I knew
Why?
that reference, dang it.
I was just about ready to follow up with the Homer bit, but
Stupid Andy Flanders.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah. And for Lavender, it's not so much of like a magic item, but it's something that belongs to the prince.
Ooh.
It's
Lavender's actually getting something from this.
It's the prince's crown.
Aww.
Seems she stole it and announced herself as the royal ruler.
The jerk.
It's a little dinged up, but it's still no less intact.
How about that?
Huh, I was wondering why the prince wasn't wearing his crown.
Speak of the devil.
Wait, he's a devil? No.
Speak of the
Right.
angel.
Oh, warriors! I heard that explosion from inside the factory. Is everyone okay?
But all fine.
Hey, Prince. And then last, so Lavender just runs over and then does her kneel towards Nico in front of him, pretty much making herself at his level.
Like his eye
She's like
level,
top-
right?
Yeah, because she pretty much towers over him.
Oh, Lavender, you're okay. Thank goodness.
Then she simply just outreaches her hand, holding his crown, and goes like,
Oh,
"I believe this belongs to you."
oh, the royal crown. Oh, thank you. He takes it and then just puts it over the little pine tree, and it just like nestles in between.
Yep.
Ah, thank goodness. And he looks around to see the tired calf and the remains of Hag. It's finally over. It's finally over. And he looks like he's about to collapse from just sheer exhaustion.
Oh.
I didn't think my home would be safe like this. And just so soon after my father's passing.
Rest assured, at least for the moment, your mind is safe.
Indeed. I'm sure that he would be proud of what you've done today. To to help your people.
You were very brave.
I just sometimes wish there was more I could do, especially in just a short amount of time. I haven't been prepared to do all this.
It'll come to you as time goes on.
Rest assured, my prince, magic was able to help us defeat Horrendous Hag. It gave us the necessary strength to bring her down. Sure.
Lavender, you mind carrying me?
Absolutely. Majesty.
I think another parent's here to come grab their child. Hey, you all feel the ground shake beneath you.
Oh goodness! Pika squeaks and hides behind Button.
It's the matriarch that you saw before.
Back at Mira's house?
Yes.
Ah.
And it's the mother of the calf.
Snap. Oh snap! But yeah, Pika has PTSD, so yeah, she understandably hides behind Button.
Well,
Oh boy.
Buttons. And meanwhile, Button's just kind of standing stiff as a board.
And
Mira just stands side by side with the calf.
it looks. Yeah, the matriarch looks to Mira with like a cold, dead stare as it wraps her trunk around her calf.
She will look to the calf and just like give it like some pets on the shoulder. Go on.
The calf would nudge Mira slightly, like as a show of thanks, as both them walk away. And the matriarch just gives one last look, just as a sign of just saying, "Thank you." And they all head off.
And all that time, she was just worried about her kid.
I can relate.
And there's another explosion in the factory.
Gotta look behind. Whoa!
And just on cue, it seems that all the villagers have managed to finally dismantle the rest of the factory.
She takes after her father.
I doubt that place will be used ever again.
Which is good. That place was horrible.
With those smokestacks finally out of commission too, it'll only just be a matter of time before the entire island's ecosystem's back to normal.
I certainly won't miss it.
Me too.
Although, that factory and all those raids costed us the village and my castle.
Which can all be rebuilt.
Yes, my father always told me that our kingdom is not the place that we live, but the people that live to remember it.
Rest assured, my prince.
Sorry.
Father sounds like a wise man.
Yoshi!
And Yoshi temporarily becomes wide.
What's that name? Like with Chungus Yoshi, right?
Yoshi.
Alright, so
Yoshi!
I still can't understand him.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh!
I think he's asking us where we go from here.
I mean,
There it is.
But
Well,
not-
if we
not-
need a place to recuperate, I'd recommend there are 3 places we could go: the village, the temple where all the other villagers are hiding.
That's
or my
right.
cabin.
We got the secret village we have to head to. I want to see where all my other villagers are at. And plus, I would imagine that lots of the families will want their sons and fathers back.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's head on over.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Just, when we get there, don't point me out to anyone in particular.
Oh? Why is that, Sir Button?
Oh,
It's just
Right.
it's just for my own safety.
The shaman has a thing
Don't
for
worry,
this
Button. Don't worry, Button. I'll protect you.
I'll take your word on it, I suppose. He's like very confused.
I had
Nah.
almost forgotten.
I have
o-
not.
If only Rachel was here.
I mean, she's sitting right next to me.
All right, so
What?
So-
We're just talking about the shaman. She's not here yet.
Bedtime.
I'm going. So Pico, everyone gather around me. I'll teleport us there.
Okay.
So with the wave of his hands, a giant circle like forms around you all.
Ooh.
And a flute appears in his hands too.
Ooh.
Prince Nico is doing this. Lavender takes one last look at the wrecked
And he
factory.
plays those small notes as a small twister takes you all back to the village. You would know this reference, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the magic flute.
Do do
It's
do 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 do.
And you're all back at the village. And guess who's waiting at the entrance?
Oh no.
We have all gathered here today to mourn the loss of the adventurers that we really thought was going to save the kingdom, but you know, what you gonna do about it? Oh my goodness! Oh gosh, I mean, oh hey, you're back! You're back!
Hide me! Hide me!
Oh, the champion hero!
Because
and the rest of you
hiding
return
him.
as well. Let's see. Your Highness, I bow before the prince.
Elder! I'm
Wish to be
okay.
Yes,
was to
good.
be put down.
Good. She pats his face. I'm glad you're all right. Now tell me every detail, especially about that one. I point at Button.
I'm just hiding behind Yoshi.
By this point, Lavender did put down Prince Nico. Yeah.
I think we can say that for later. I think our heroes deserve some bit of rest. Plus, I see that a lot of the men and even some of my knights managed to find their way here.
Yes, yes, indeed, Lisa. We will get you rather rooms available. If there's enough available, someone might have to room with me.
No!
Well, so we can use this village as a temporary shelter, and once everyone's back to normal strength, we'll start rebuilding our village and the castle as well. It'll be a long process, but I'm sure with all of us together, it will be possible.
Just to serve my prince. The Legion will be able to.
We must get to work.
construct.
Come on. Sorry, I can't hear anything. I apologize.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Yoshi! 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 He waves up and down as he points to this dry knight here who's holding like a huge sack behind them.
What is it, boy? Is it the well? Is Timmy stuck in the well?
Shut up!
I'm sorry, I had to.
I know.
And there's a wondrous aroma coming from the bag.
Oh, goodness and great.
He brought back the crops and the food.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Oh, I could probably make something for everyone then.
Oh, you're a chef?
A cook, yes.
She's one of the
Wonderful.
best. She's one of the best chefs around.
Wonderful! I hereby decree you our royal chef.
Oh, what?
Make
like
us a wondrous feast! I'm sure everyone will want to have a nice hot meal together now that everything's back to normal.
Well, how can I say no to that?
I can help you, Greta. Don't worry.
That would sound lovely. That would be lovely.
Alright, so now it's time for some downtime.
Sweet.
So yeah, with all of this going on, after so much passing, it will be around nighttime, so you're free to put your tokens wherever you want for right now.
Okay.
Because this will be some roleplay time.
Sweet.
Alrighty.
Oh boy, where do I
Hmm.
begin? Where do
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm.
I'm looking. I just took a quick scan of the map and
Am I hearing a daisy in the background?
Yes, you're hearing a Daisy.
Pepper.
She can hear both her mom and dad's talking, so she wants out.
Aw.
I am putting the way here, way over there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I apologize for my dog.
You're good.
Check our posture.
Now
Thanks,
you're
Ice
good.
Drake.
All right, thank you.
I apologize for choking.
Ah, there we go. That feels so good.
Alright.
That's
So yeah.
a nice stretch. That's a nice.
So you see, like for the last couple hours after like situating yourselves, since you're probably going to be spending the night here, all the families are finally being reunited with one another, and they're all just so happy after this long nightmare is finally over. Plus, with the help of Greta
sorry.
and Pika, they're all helping getting a large feast together. With Pika at the top of the church, basically like using the altar as a makeshift throne in the meantime.
You mean Nico?
Nico,
Yeah, you said Pika. I was like,
You
what?
said Pika.
Pika has become queen.
Mika, Pika's now the queen. Yes. Yeah.
May she reign supreme.
Pika. I mean Pico. I mean.
But yeah, he's just making sure everyone's okay, and so that I can see all of his subjects. And he's like on the verge of tears as well, since he's so happy.
Oh.
I know that Pika, while she's helping Greta with the food, that she would be looking at the families getting reunited with tears and joy. But as she'd watch them, since she's wearing her mask, the others, including Granny Greta, wouldn't necessarily know how Pika's feeling, but she's quiet as she would be watching them.
Okay.
Alright, so time for some roleplay time.
So
start with-
let's see. Where would the kitchen be?
Well,
Actually,
Pika and Greta cooked it right here last time.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Greta would be
Alright.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In that case, Button's gonna hang out with Mira, cause why not?
All right.
I think we can kind of guess why not.
Alright, so we'll just start from the bottom and move our way up from this map. So, Mira and Button, what's on your minds?
I'm really thankful for the help that you gave us throughout that whole ordeal. You did amazing, and especially when I couldn't help while I was in the factory.
I wouldn't say that. Besides, my daughter is safe. These people are safe. It's more than enough for me.
You know, you'd be really helpful for us in the fight against Junkjaw. Would you possibly consider helping us out?
And just on cue, how you pronounce her name? Kuonia?
Just Nia is fine.
Nia, alright. She teleports in. Mother?
Ah, Nia.
Hello!
I figured you were all here. I went with some of the other knights just to make sure the rest of the forces are gone, and we can confirm that there's no more of Junkjaw's forces on the island. We're completely free now.
That's
Huh. Oh, that's wonderful! You know, Mira, I think you did a great job raising Nia. She's just as capable as you are.
You don't need me to tell you. Don't need you to tell me that. But that being said, as terms of being a good mother, well, it wasn't always like that. I learned though, in time.
Mother? Are you gonna go with them?
I don't know. To be perfectly frank, either of us could probably go with them. I may be physically capable, but you're much better in talking to people. I was never a social type.
Well, one of us needs to stay behind to protect the prince and all the people in case Junkjaw's forces do retaliate.
Quite right.
But I think we both know who's the right call. Basically the one who these warriors need the most.
Well, I certainly whipped you into shape. So long as you trained them like I trained you, they should at least get a little better.
Well, thanks to your training, I think I can help out these dry knights fend off even a little bit more.
And I'll just, if I may describe a thing real quick.
Sure.
Nia actually, because in her thing you see she's wearing a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
She removes said helmet, and you see them hug, and essentially they stand side by side like this.
Let's see the image.
In the Discord.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let's see.
Oh, isn't that swell?
Aw, that's cute. That's cute. Let me just go ahead and show chat real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just standing side by side like that.
One thing's for sure.
Oh.
One thing's for sure, at least. You lot have much to learn. And I could at least teach you a thing or two. Hopefully more.
Yoshi!
Hello?
Hi, Yoshi.
Yoshi!
I'm sorry, I don't think any of us can understand ya.
I could try. I think he said that he may stay here. And Yoshi nods.
Where did you learn to understand a creature like that? I didn't teach you.
Let's say that I kind of snuck off and spoke to some of the travelers that came at the port.
Snuck off.
Wow.
Specifically moved out in order to be away from me for a few years. And while I didn't agree with you, it certainly allowed you to bloom into your own person.
It is a bigger world out there. It's time we also learned more about it.
You do know I take no issue with you actually going with them. trying to learn more of this about this on your own. Yes?
I understand. If they need my help, I could essentially help out at the other islands that need assistance.
I think that's up to them at this point.
But yeah, Yoshi did tell that he will stay.
So Button's gonna look up at Yoshi and say, "I'm gonna miss hanging out with you. Even if I couldn't understand you, we made a pretty good team. Probably not as legendary as you and Mario would."
Nods, but knowing that he can't understand your words, he mimes out, like drawing out like a star symbol with his fingers, and then pointing out in a random direction as to say, "Star children, find them."
Of course. And Button just kind of pets Yoshi on the nose.
And he also makes an M and L shape, and like pleading to like say, "Find them."
We'll find them.
Oh.
We'll find them. I promise.
Well, both Mario Brothers. That's a thing.
Oh well, yeah. Like not just like Luigi. Whatever. It's like no.
He's fine.
Well, Mother, I think the food might be ready soon. I don't know if maybe we'll be able to eat the entire feast before anyone has a bite.
We should wait for everyone else then. Make sure that everyone gets their food.
It just occurred to Button that he hadn't eaten since he got here, and his stomach is Well, no, he hadn't eaten since he originally left the hidden village. So he is understandably hungry.
So Button, was it?
Yes! Button! Starlock Supremo! Why am I even trying anymore?
You mind telling me some things about your home, the Mushroom Kingdom? I was thinking about traveling there one day.
Well, admittedly, I'm not as well-traveled as some of my compatriots, but I personally hail from the dry desert. I grew up in an oasis. That's a plot of land where there's some trees and water in the middle of the desert.
So we'll have that conversation trail off, like as the transition to the next one.
Right, of course.
So then we'll go off to Pika and Greta cooking the food.
Alright, so you want me to what?
Go ahead and help me pass out the food, dear.
Alright, I will.
So Pika starts to go around and pass out the food.
And Greta would take some plates and of the food as well, serving everyone. And it kind of gives her a sense of nostalgia.
No.
Some memories of a lifelong past.
Mm-hmm.
And Pika, what life? She doesn't remember that life.
Button is a very lucky mushroom.
And then finally go up to the prince and serve him his bowl.
And Pika goes to the lady.
The shaman, you mean?
Yes.
Thank you, Greta. You know,
Of course.
I wanted to ask you. You
Yes.
appear to be the most elder of the group. Why travel with them?
Well, I received the call for help. I couldn't resist.
Well, you could have surely just asked someone else. You have a family, don't you?
I do. but they're busy with their own things. And
She kind of hangs her head a little bit.
He
And-
plops down from his seat and looks into her eyes. I may be young, but just looking into you, I could see that you've had many years of wisdom and experience. More than the rest of your friends know.
well, I was an adventurer in my younger years. Our group was called the Element of Surprise.
She goes ahead and she pulls out a Polaroid photo, which I have drawn and will post in the chat.
Finally!
Uh,
Use this, whatever it is.
Okay.
Character
Alright.
development.
Indeed.
Let me upload picture. Thank you. There we go.
Okay, where's the picture? Oh!
So
I'm
in
a-
the picture,
I'm a share. I'm a share.
so in the picture, you can see various other kinds of creatures from the Mushroom Kingdom, including one humanoid that's not well known around the lands, based what looks to be an elf-like person.
Ooh.
But you can see in the picture standing on the similar-looking spoon to be Greta, without glasses and full of spunk.
Oh, that's adorable.
Thanks.
It is.
Thank you.
This is an amazing piece of artwork. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from you.
I'm so glad you finished it, honey.
Yeah.
So these are your friends.
Aye. Of course, the one standing on the spoon like a ballerina is me. I acted more like an acrobat than I did a monk. Sometimes I still do, as I juggle the ingredients around as though I were in a circus act.
You all seem so happy.
Yes.
Her countenance falls slightly as her eyes fall on the blue bomb beside her in the photo.
Oh.
Someone in particular?
That is Atlas. He was my husband.
Oh.
He was incredibly skilled with those scimitars of his. Watching him fight was almost mesmerizing. A very talented carpenter. He actually crafted the quarterstaff I wield.
So that quarterstaff of yours is your most prized possession.
She nods her head.
Indeed.
You raised a family?
I did.
She puts away the Polaroid photo and then pulls out a new one. Though this one I haven't really finished. They're in their sketch state.
Okay.
If I can find those.
No
okay,
worries,
whenever you got a
sweetheart.
chance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
By the way,
there they are.
little out of character, but the Shy Gal looks so adorable.
You did a great
Thank
job with
you.
her.
Thank you very much.
I think my favorite character is the big Goomba in the back. That helmet looks so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I based it off of the Roman style a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say the gladiator. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
But she pulls out these photos and shows it to them.
And who are these?
That is... Those are my children. The Goomba as well, though he is adopted. The Goomba is Warren, my eldest. Then there's Ben. Looks so much like his father. And then there's little Anita in the middle. And then melody on the end there. I'm so proud of them.
The prince looks happy. He's like, my father was proud of me as well. He didn't wish to leave so early before it was my time, but he knew with a strong support system and many others to look after me, he knew I would be a great king one day.
And from what I have seen, I believe you will be. Just continue to be kind and courteous to your people, and they'll repay you in kind.
I can say the same to you, to continue to look after your children. You mean the world to them.
And they mean the world to me.
And Nico gets down and hugs Greta.
And she returns it.
Thank you for reminding me about what it means to have family together.
Oh.
Of course, dear.
And what's Pika doing on all this?
ASCII? Hello?
Did we lose her?
Did we lose her?
Oh no, did we lose her?
Oh no. Hang on, I'll hail her.
Just imagine that Pika is like just looking at the scene in just on the verge of bawling her eyes out.
But you can't see it because she's wearing the mask.
No.
The sudden silence is very reassuring.
Man.
Oh no, I think we may have lost her.
Oh no.
Give her a minute.
Yeah, just give her a minute.
Okay.
The giant Goomba, that's like... Is there an actual species of Goomba that I'm... probably
Just a
like,
big Goomba.
It's a big one?
Yeah, it's just a big Goomba.
The big boy.
He's that big boy.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Oh, hold on. Ah, no! I did not mean to open Steam. Stop! Steam! No!
Not that kind. It's not that kind of stream yet.
Button, there's just no time for you to get into Gmod.
Stop! Okay, sorry.
You're good.
Not that kind of stream tonight.
ASCII, you returned.
Yay, she's here!
ASCII!
Wait, no! Steam,
Speak
stop!
to us!
Stop, Steam! Ah!
Alright, so had all this scene going on, Masky.
Oh boy.
The prince is hugging Greta. And since you've been seeing all this, what is Pika doing?
Oh no.
I think she's here, but not here.
Eh.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Masky. Oh no.
Just remember, this ain't forever, okay? It's gonna get better in the future.
Indeed.
Hi, Grace.
Oh, you got a kitty?
I got it.
Well, which kitty is it? Gracie or Cole?
Gracie. Cole's a mama's boy.
Aww.
Gracie hangs out with me a lot.
Blame Nebby for her Masky. Aw, man.
Drat that soccer ball.
Yes, just drop kick him. Okay, I'm currently chatting with her. I'm currently chatting with her at the moment.
Yeah, she also just said her connections being a bit big butt.
Yeah.
So we'll just divert for now. We'll just divert for now until she gets until her connection's stable.
Yeah.
But Lavender, what are you doing?
Okay, so technically Lavender was also overhearing the conversation that Ben was having with Mira and Nia, along with the Yoshi, I suppose, from a distance.
Yeah.
Because
Here's Masky.
Oh, has she returned?
She's returned.
Esky?
Yes.
Okay,
Yay,
yes.
what was Pika's reaction?
So,
So Pika got, so if I remember Lassie, she was showing the kids, right?
Yes.
The family?
Yes.
Pika. Well, Pika saw the kids prior, when she was cooking with Greta last time, so that wasn't new to her. But with given more context of, about the quarterstaff, because she really did have a feeling that there's like personal significance to it. I see that Pika would float over to Granny Greta, as she now been calling her, and she just rub her back and give her a gentle hug.
Well, everyone's hugging the granny.
Aw. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, there wasn't much to the rest of the scene other than that, so this was perfect timing. That we moved over to Lavender.
So yeah, that's what Pika does.
Okay, so yeah, Lavender, you said you were just overseeing the conversation between Button and Mira?
More like overhearing, because at the same time, Lavender was talking to one of her Dry Knight troops on the far left here, and upon hearing the conversation with the little group of Button, Mira, and Nia, she kind of glanced over at certain points, and pretty much at the end where Button was going on about conversating about dry desert, she kind of looked at them with a melancholy stare. She started to bite her lips, or her bottom lip, and an almost not necessarily disappointed feeling, but
Ma'am, is something wrong?
It's nothing.
hold on a sec, I actually had this thought out. Okay, yeah.
It's nothing. Just be sure to.
Well,
To the be sure to talk to the other Dry Knights and make sure that that you return to your posts, and pass along. Be sure to pass along the instructions of the rebuilding. Need to make sure that this town is back to its working order, how it was before. Understood?
we'll get right on it, Lady Lavender.
Good.
And they just return back to their post and go back to their sentry duties.
So after this, Lavender would look out up to the north, and she'd make some sort of inspiration, some sort of check to see if she can see any sort of glimmer of violet in the distance.
You can see Violette, far off in the north, in some of the trees.
A little bit of glitter from the armor that she got from Horrendous Hags.
More like the glimmer of her scales in the moonlight.
Lavender would look just for a few seconds and then just like a light exasperated sigh and start making her way towards her. Just warp. That's not taking forever.
Alright, so Violette.
I'm guessing in
Throwing me into a pickle, aren't we? Well, sugar lump. I'm not exactly done with this one pick, but, as this was a moment of Mary, although this is a moment of Mary, and this is a moment of, well, pride that everything is back to normal as they should. Some people would actually use this opportunity to actually just drink, get merry, and actually have a good time to celebrate after what everyone just went through. Any normal person would celebrate. Any normal person would actually try their best to have a good time. Any other person would actually enjoy this moment, but not everyone did. Lost in the forest where she was close by from the village, Violette was not very far off from where everyone is. She was when everyone was enjoying their time, she was absent-mindedly walking far off from the secluded village, until she found a significant spot where she actually took the time to rest upon. Feet were heavy. Her feet were heavy upon when she finally reached this location. Even the cold moon shining from afar as she... Oh man, Opera, don't, please, Opera, I don't need this right now. I don't...
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, what is Opera doing?
There we go, I got the image. It's not finished, but... I should have took time to finish. But what can you do when you're... What can you do when you're loaded with 6 million projects at once?
No worries.
She managed to find her way to this one tree, and when she did, she lost her footing and looks down into and just throws her bow at the trunk out of frustration. As that moment she looked down into her hands, that these both hands that maybe dragon in form, but when they actually reached up to her face, they trailed upon the tender skin, the soft skin that contrasts to the hard scales, and everything that came before that came back all at once. And oh boy, it came back all at once. From Lavender's words, "Nothing is perfect, Dragonborn," to everything that she shouted upon her. And then she hears the very familiar words from her that is traded between her and this significant person. Why can't I just be good enough? I'm trying my best to be perfect. I am significant too. The only thing that is significant is your mother. And upon that recollection and everything else in between, Violette just let out an exasperated cry that echoed upon the night.
That be like the sound of like a dragonborn's cry, or
Yes.
yeah, not necessarily like the natural cry of a like regular humanoids.
Yes. Is it a cry of pain? Is it a cry of a dragon? Is it a cry of, well,
Anguish?
anguish? Yes. Until she finally hops, hops from all that, grasping onto the trunk of the tree, and she still, and even then, those eyes still couldn't do it. And I am so sorry, chat. I truly am.
I'm sure they will forgive you. I'm sure they will forgive you.
I don't know if
So
it's just me, but I hear wolves like very faintly in the background.
That's ambience.
Yeah,
That's
part of the
ambience I added.
Oh, it's part of the ambience. Perfect.
Alright, so after that anguished cry, Violette would hear someone walking from behind.
And she just immediately turned.
So Lavender's expression is that of not necessarily surprise, but a very obvious look of worry in obviously her visible eye, but there's also that serious type of worry where she doesn't immediately act, but she just observes for a moment.
Not you. What do you want now?
Since this isn't a wall, let's see here. Because it's like is it just really just the one tree?
Well, there is this one. It was supposed to be a foliage of trees that surround this one, but I did not got time to do this. It's hard for me to create this one shot that is from Warframe. Cut me some level of slack.
It's all right.
Okay,
I have
it's
the
okay.
the
no
map
worries.
the map also gives off that sort of imagery as well, so I'll be able to roll with that. In fact, I can kind of visualize the moonlight shining through the branches.
Yep.
Like rays of moonlight dimming down. So, yeah, no, it's a pretty image. Let's see, how can I set this up?
And Masky borked again.
Oh no.
Oh
Don't
no.
worry, guys, in this story.
They just get really bad boo-boos. What did I tell you?
I understood that reference.
So I suppose what Lavender will do in this case is that she'll walk up to one of the other trees, or I guess one of they're like a boulder or a tree that would be like close enough to Violet that Lavender can also lean against. And she would just be there, and it would just be silent for a little bit while she contemplates on how to start.
If you're gonna go on to another tirade, just go ahead and do it already. I don't care.
You know, what impressed me in that last battle, Dragonborn? I'm sure your friends would want to emphasize the same thing.
So now you're trying to compliment me for a job well done, is that it? What happened to that that strong arm talk about my annoying perfectionism? Surely you already didn't run out of things to criticize me. Cause that would be such a lackluster circumstances of your part as a big tough commander.
Lavender just glances at Violet with a frown, obviously annoyed by the sarcasm. But
Well, Violet is just glaring back before turning away. Just spare me a lecture 11 there. If you think I'm going to be crying after earlier, that's not happening. I stopped crying when I was 16, so whatever you're going to say will be difficult to affect me by this point.
so after another brief moment of silence, Lavender breathes out another deep sigh and takes off her left glove to I guess to give the chat and you guys some context. Underneath her glove is more of the latex that covers her arm and her artwork until it reaches the base of her fingers, where they become like fingerless gloves. It's almost like it's a tire sleeve, but it morphs into one of those.
Okay.
And she uses now her exposed fingers in this case to push the bangs that were covering her dry eye back, which to remind the chat it's her left one that she's covering. And takes out a small pin that's not part of her inventory because it's not really useful for combat or anything. And pins her hair in place so that she doesn't have to like manually be pushing it back. Then she would say,
I hope you don't mind someone else crying for you, because I'm going to talk to you anyway.
Well, Violet noticed the change and expresses, and with us, even though she looks in her eye with a scowl, but well, then she noticed the change upon Lavender's face.
yeah, so by this, it's right now, in Lavender's right eye, she was starting to form tears, while the yellow dot in her dry eye only dimmed drastically, almost appearing like very, very dull, point where it was almost going to go gray. As if any life that was in her dry eye that made it glow had completely dissipated.
I've done so much in my time to try and make my legion the strongest it can be. Ever since Prince Nico took over his father's position, regular duties, emergency situations, I would be able to do it all under my command. In turn, they looked up to me. I could never ask myself to be the best leader, as I realized that early enough. I was the most powerful Dry Knight of my clan, and the Gelato King noticed this. Maybe a positive omen for the kingdom, or perhaps it was merely a sign of potential. Not that it matters anymore, since the Gelato Giants exist after all. Horrendous Hag's invasion practically kicked me off my own island home, forcing me to leave behind my legion, friends, and Gelato citizens at a time when I should have been able to protect them. And yet, my position was instantly reduced to a bog standard adventurer overnight, fumbling around with a party that clearly had the means to fight against Junkjaw's army without my help. And through all this frustration, on top of the amount that I've already felt, the first time I chose to open my feelings to those that considered me their teammate, I would end up affecting one of them in a way that I was too ignorant to expect.
And Lavender, at this point, glances at Violet again for a few seconds before looking down in frustration.
Look, Drag. Violet. I never meant to berate you in a way that would hurt your feelings. I'm so used to talking down to my soldiers. I simply assumed that you would put my words to use, become more steadfast as a result, like they usually do. It's clear to me now that what I tried to say ended up triggering some memory that you had that I probably would have known sooner had I gotten to know you more. In the end, you managed to defeat Horrendous Hag almost single-handedly and save my island, effectively abrogating what I unloaded onto you. Now that you have someone more reliable to count on than Lady Stonefist, it's as if what I meant to teach you didn't really amount to anything.
And it was at this point Lavender begins to ball both her still gloved and exposed hands into fists.
It just doesn't seem fair. My Legion is free, Prince Nico and the Star Child have been rescued. Shalado Kingdom is no longer under Jungjaw's control, and we all live to tell about it. I should feel like celebrating, but I'm so fraught with envy and guilt that I just can't.
And Lavender bangs her right hand against the tree or rock that she was leaning back on before bringing that left hand to her face, practically making it look like she was digging her fingers around her left eye, as if she was about to gouge it out.
I'm not a hero, just a warrior with a terrible voice.
You know, it's kind of funny that Violet took this moment to get out, just to vent her own feelings. But here it is, somebody who has had it much more worse than her. And I think it's for Violet's, for Lavender's sake, she decided to put aside her own feelings again. Just so that way someone else could actually, get better in a sense. I don't know. What would she do? What would he do now that she think about it even more? What was the one thing that comes to mind to her again? Oh yeah. Sometimes we make little sacrifices in order to do the right thing. Yeah. That's what he said to her back then. If he truly believes that, there's little that can be done. The unfortunate quirk of circumstances have left you with this pit of dissatisfaction and self-loathing. I sympathize and apologize. If you so choose, there's always picking yourself back up and learning from your mistakes. Not as a better person, but becoming the better leader you wish to be. You need only rise and take it. She says as she gets up from the said tree.
Oh no, I don't have. Okay. So Lavender kind of looks her left hand away from her eye in order for her dry eye to glance over at Violet for a moment. And essentially is able to calm herself before she actually does start letting loose. No, actually no, she would technically be flowing tears, but Violet would notice that upon Lavender having her turn her head, you would be able to see that tear streaks would be flowing down her right eye, thing is coming out of her dry eye, making her face look even more asymmetrical.
Strange. Recall the Gelato King telling me similar words of wisdom once. Possibly as a means of preventing me from being too hard on myself and my troops. I probably just brushed it off at the time, thinking he was being civil to keep a positive image.
He then looks up at the sky through the trees that where the moonlight beams were going through.
But perhaps there really is some truth to it.
With a tired sigh, Violet starts going back.
So I guess Lavender notices and wonder if she should be walking with her. I think, like walking Violet back to. Assuming this is me just assuming, but I'm going to. Is Violet heading back to everybody else, the group, or?
Cheers.
Okay. In that case, Lavender, I suppose, will stroll beside her.
I'm already far off, my guy.
Yeah, you're trailing behind at this point.
Okay, never mind. So in that case, Lavender still stays behind and just continues, I guess, looking out different directions.
All right. So, with all that said, we'll consider that the end of the evening for you all.
Mm-hmm.
And you will all have a long rest. And I think this will be a perfect time to have an intermission.
Okay, and just so you know, I'm gonna take the opportunity with this long rest to brew a potion of greater healing, just because I can.
Perfect. All right. Well, actually, give me a medicine check while you're at it.
Okay. And let's see, medicine. Where's my modifier? Okay, so I rolled a 12.
You crafted one greater potion of healing.
Sweet.
All right. So yeah, it seems Masky is not going to be able to stick with us for the night because of our connection issues.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Should we call it early? Because I don't know if I want to progress at least without her.
That's a good question, actually.
It's one thing if she can like maybe do text and stuff, but if things are as bad as she says they are, and she's just almost completely dead in terms of connection.
See, here's what's going on with her and right now. Basically, there's a lot of people living in there's a lot of people that are currently in her area, and she's basically in a trailer park, and everyone's on their Wi-Fi at the same time, and it's eating up the bandwidth.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, sugar love.
She's gonna try and get Discord on the browser. Okay. Alright, in that case, we'll have our intermission, and we'll see what happens next time, once we come back.
Yeah, so we'll be taking a quick little 15-minute break or so we'll all be right back.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, is it working again? For how long?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, Masky, you're back.
Yeah, I don't know for how long though. Great.
I have returned.
Hi, Lassie. I'll be happy once you get back to your place proper so that this internet issue can go away.
Yeah.
No kidding, because this is really affecting me mentally.
Everyone in the chat's also sending you hugs and loves.
Yes. Give Muskie all the
We
hugs.
me and Mom should be going to the other place next week on Monday. Sounds like the plan.
At least, the very least, you don't have to worry
So,
about a
yeah.
session until. At least you don't have to worry about another session for another 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
I'm back.
Welcome
you're back.
back.
Everything doing okay? Honey, why are you going gremlin mode?
Yeah, it was pretty. It sucked
Are
not
you
being
getting
able
another
to
cup?
hear like Greta finishing, and then of course with Lavender and Violet.
Well, on the plus side, the session is recorded, so you can always go back and listen.
Well, I think Masky would be also listening to it on the side on the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard Gremlin Miki in the background. She getting another cup of coffee?
She's getting a soda.
Hey, welcome back.
Back.
Pop.
That is true, thankfully.
Chat knows.
What?
I'm the
Yeah, no.
captain now.
Alright,
Hello.
since we're all...
No, I'm
What?
here.
Rachel?
I'm the captain
It's
now.
Rachel!
Rachel
Oh, no.
has taken over.
She's possessed she's possessed button.
Why does Jason have Sims music playing in the background?
Excuse me?
Straight up Sims music. Like this is
No, this isn't.
It sounds like Sims music, like when I go to build my house.
This is not Sims music, you uncultured heathen.
What is it?
This is from Super Smash Brothers.
I would kill to play Sims again, but for some
Alright.
reason the mods are not working with me with this stream.
Get out of my
Oh.
chair. Get out of my chair right now.
No.
Alright,
I
so
am the captain now.
You are not the captain of this boat.
Uh-oh.
I am.
We got a fight going on.
Alright, so shall we continue?
Yep.
Alright,
Okay, I'm ready.
alright. Soon, morning broke up, and everyone that's been feeling rested and relaxed.
Uh-oh.
And once morning broke, Prince Nico called you into the chapel so he could discuss some business with you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so do you want us like right here?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
here we are.
Where Lavender should go then?
Lavender, you're still up by the trees.
No, I see.
She's still outside.
She's oh, too bad. She's a popsicle now.
Oh, Lavender would have spent time outside overnight. Plenty of time. But
Good
maybe-
morning. I hope you were all rested and relaxed.
As good as we could be.
I've slept in less.
Well, as much as I want you all to relax, I now know that you have a quest upon you to check up on the other islands, right?
That is correct, Your Highness.
We.
Well, I was able to have some of my dry knights go to the village to try and scrounge up some supplies and try and salvage anything that could be usable and along some possessions. While they were checking the ruins of my castle, we had some disturbing news.
Which is?
We got some messages from the other kingdoms, but unfortunately, they all came at the exact same time, and once the sieges began on the Gelato Kingdom. So we have no idea when they were sent.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's not good.
So
And three of the islands all asked for assistance as well.
and what are these islands, Your Highness?
I'll read them off to you one by one. He soon takes out three of the letters, and he points them all out to you. So here we go. First up, the Sour Island Kingdom. It's the smallest island of the Buffet Isles, but still no less a major kingdom. We haven't had any contact with them for the longest time, and only recently did this letter come and tell us that they need help trying to reestablish a working connection line with the Mocha Kingdom and anyone else. They have the smallest forces out of all of us, and not much of a military legion, but they supply a lot of our naval forces, and since it's a tropical island, plenty of food as well. The next is the Sweets Kingdom. We got a report from their chancellor that their princess has been trapped inside of an ancient tomb they found, alongside of a mining party.
Oh no.
Apparently, that the place has also been home to something very of great importance that could help us face Junkjaw, but we haven't had any contact ever since the letter. And lastly, the Pudding Kingdom is that there's a couple of veteran adventurers that request our help alongside the royal family, as there's been increase of monster attacks in the swamps, and they're just attacking at random intervals. we could tell that each of these islands have something to do with Junkjaw involved in them.
3 letters, 3 different situations. But I can only imagine that one of them is much more dire than the other.
I hate to put this so much on you, but it seems that you have to make a decision which island to take priority first.
I suggest we make a bit of a vote. She gestures to the party. A vote on which one we should actually go for to which of these 3 islands. Like I said, these are 3 different situations, but 3 different situations, 3 different islands. But I have a feeling that one of them is much more dire than the other. What do you actually all say?
Well, I'd say the Sweet Kingdom. We do not know how long they've been down there already, how much provisions they have, if they are caved in, how much oxygen they got. If we wait too long, they could be dead, or mostly dead and be suffering from severe levels of exhaustion and can't move as a result. If they're traps to deal with, trying to carry dead weight is going to pose a problem. Also, Toom suggests that undead are potentially involved. Don't want the princess or the miners to become integrated into their ranks.
That is a very real threat, yeah.
Violet looks over to the letters that Nico is holding. Each letter, I can only imagine that each letter corresponds into different colors. Sour like yellow letter, sweet's like the pink letter, and pudding as in a caramel colored letter.
Yes.
Correct? So, Violet goes over to the letters, and she then makes her choice. Well, Greta also has Greta does have the point, and we don't know how long their situation is going on. But I also suggest we could try going for the Sweet Kingdom.
It is a difficult decision to say the least.
Well, hopefully the other islands will be okay.
We'll send a message over to the Mocha Kingdom to see if we can send some of our forces to the other islands until you can arrive.
That is, if that is what you can do what you must. We will try our best to take care of the Sweet Kingdom by then. But that is me and Greta. But what are you? What are your votes are?
Last night I had a dream of sorts. I dreamt that there were storm clouds gathering over, what was it, the Sour Kingdom?
Yes.
I dreamt that there were storm clouds gathering over the Sour Kingdom, but I can also hear cries for help coming from the Sweets. Immediately, I feel that the monster situation in the Pudding Kingdom will at least be able to not necessarily resolve itself, but be able to hold on. And I can only pray that the lightning strikes won't put up in the Sour Kingdom for long. The Sweets Kingdom seems to be the most dire, so that's my vote.
Pika, and I'm sorry, I cannot actually get your name. She asked to Mira.
Oh, Mira! That reminds me! Have you made your decision?
Well, I would not be unwilling to go with you. There's a good chance that my daughter could also help you just as much as I could.
Well, if I may help decide that for you, I did ask you for help. because I feel that your guidance will be the most beneficial.
Fine. But we need to make a stop at my home first.
Of course.
There's someone I need to say goodbye to.
All right.
So, have you all made your decision? So everyone cast your vote. Because this decision, I should clarify, is going to affect the rest of the game going forward, depending on your choices for which order you're going to do the islands.
Oh, crud.
I can only imagine that Nico presented these letters into a table of sorts. And with that case, Viola took a little pebble that she found in the chapel, and she placed it on top of the yellow letter. Onto the pink letter, to signify her vote to the Sweets Kingdom.
Button is going to lay his staff on the pink letter as well.
And Greta will lay her quarterstaff on it.
Pika will look a little bit worried as she'd rub her arm, but she then puts her gloved hand on the Sweets Kingdom. But she would look at the yellow letter in hopes that the Sour Kingdom will be okay.
And Mira?
Well, it seems everyone is dead set on heading towards the pink.
Very well. I'll send reports that you're heading to the Sweets Kingdom. Decision's been locked in. Everyone will remember this decision.
In other words, a unanimous decision.
Pika will remember this.
Alright. So, Mira, we'll make sure your daughter is well kept, and she'll be able to help us out.
She'll be able to whip your forces into shape as well.
I could use any help I can to make sure my forces don't fail again.
Just one thing. If her training is going to be anything like when I trained her, there may be a broken bone or two.
Button then shakes nervous. He just shakes nervously a little.
Greta just kind of raises a brow.
So, I assume that you have some last minute business to attend to. So while you're at it, some of the villagers and I will start resupplying your ship at the docks.
That's very generous of you.
So to give context before it gets too far into it, what Lavender's doing over here is that she's standing with her head of her axe on the floor, pretty much doing that stance she did.
She's standing at attention, right?
Her whole standing at attention thing, yeah, but instead of looking with her typical anger expression like she usually does in her artwork, it's again more of a melancholy frown, like last night. Pretty much sort of kind of looking down, not really paying attention to anything, but she's completely still. As if she was waiting for orders. She has been listening.
All right then.
And I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Merci.
We won't let you down. We won't let you down, Your Highness. And Button just takes out his flower staff and just gives it a wave for effect.
And
Dawn.
Huh?
It's alright with you, Your Highness. I would like Violet to join us.
You want the Lavender to join you?
Ayo?
I can tell that there are things that need to be
What?
discussed.
Oh my.
He looks to.
I'm referring to the dry night. sorry.
honey,
I'm up-
no, wrong one. This is our lavender. This is our.
Yeah, they all look alike. Shush.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, I apologize for that.
So, yeah. Nico would look to Lavender, knowing that something's wrong. He's like,
So I guess at this point, upon hearing Mira, Lavender would perk up and like a wait, what? Or expression.
Lavender, why don't you at least go with them until we see them off? Seems you need something to clear your head. And it's not an order from your prince, it's a favor.
Do it, woman.
It's certainly outside of my usual accepting of duties, but if you wish for me to accept it that way, Your Highness, then I shall.
I've already set the teleporting pad to send you straight to Mira's hut. I wish you Star Warriors the best of luck.
You too, Your Highness.
Best wishes to you as well.
So before you all head off, the shaman just goes behind Button just to give him a giant hug and a peck on the cheek.
We got ourselves someone who's into the size difference.
Oh gosh.
Call me when you get back, cutie.
Hey, this is blurst.
Okay, so we shall get a moving.
Oh dear.
And with that, Button just starts kind of zooming towards the opening of the chapel.
So Lavender would actually look down at the chief. Was it the what was her name? The chief?
Yeah, the shaman.
Shaman, sorry, yeah. So she would just glance at the shaman without really moving her body and would just go,
I just heard a no. Just go no. I'm sorry.
Would you like to be?
With all due respect, Lady Shaman, it would seem to me that you need to sort out your priorities.
You wouldn't understand, young love.
Oh dear.
Hey.
Anyway.
Shall we move on? As you all leave, you can hear Nico saying, "Alright, everyone, let's get some supplies ready for the heroes before they set off."
Hurry, before that crazy old bat decides to come with us.
I highly doubt it.
If anything, she'd probably just follow you.
Nice comparison, Ice Drake. Button is like Garu and the shaman's like Puka.
I don't get it.
That's an
Show.
old chestnut from the past.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Nostalgia.
I don't get it.
Alright. So shall everyone head to the teleporter?
Yeah, everyone's going to the teleporter.
Just gotta make sure everything's all here. Alright, and now we're just missing
Wait, got
Mira and Lavender.
Yep.
we just
I might as well.
Is that everybody?
Yep, that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you all eventually teleport. And you just pop back in front of Mira's hut.
Oh, this is
Okay.
familiar.
What could be so important to be in here?
I need to say goodbye.
And she will go around the house, off into this clearing over here. To which leads a trail.
Ooh.
Lavender, out of curiosity, because she's heard so much about the gelato giants way back when, would somewhat follow suit, only far enough that she'd be able to see Mira from a distance.
Yeah, Button's gonna follow after.
Come on, let's make sure that these two don't get themselves killed.
A good idea.
Okay. You continue on for about 1,000 more feet. As you continue, a gentle snowfall begins to come from the sky.
Good grief! Everyone's like, let's evade her privacy.
Let's give enough, just enough.
Just enough space.
And after you get to that 1,000 feet, you find this.
Okay. Looks like he shared something.
Into the chat.
Let's
Oh.
see. Oh.
It's a shrine.
Shrine, yep. What kind of
And-
shrine?
You can tell that this shrine has been well maintained. That it seems like this is the one thing that she's been using to preoccupy her time. And as you recall, this is the direction she came running from when that giant mammoth started coming in.
Yep. Whoa. The structure here is amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
You see Mira brush off the snow off of the front of it, and in front of it are 2 gravestones.
Ooh.
Mm.
2 gravestones. Interesting.
Yep. And she kneels down in front of them. That's sad. No. You prefer Scotty since you married my brother, didn't you?
There we go.
I'm afraid that I must leave you for a time. Do not worry. Your daughter will keep you company in my absence. I've done my best to raise her the way you would have. She has your axe now, and she wields it well. Though she could use a bit more practice with her abilities. But this group. Does anyone approach while she's doing this?
Lavender is hesitant at first, but she wants. I guess she'll wait until Mira was finished.
Yeah, she's gonna. Everyone's pretty much gonna. I'm assuming everyone will just let her finish her thing.
Yeah, and Greta would just kind of turn it a little bit away.
But, well,
Well, of
It's-
course.
a group of people who have.
And sorry about the dog.
It is fine.
Okay, you're
You're alright.
Okay.
There's a group here that are well miles away from what you two were. As am I these days. I've degraded in my negligence. But while my body has degraded somewhat, my mind is still sharp. So I hope to teach them what I can. Just hope you can watch over me. And maybe give me some advice from time to time. I love you both. And I know your daughter still does too. But before I go, I do have a favor to ask.
And she will then reach above the shrine, opening up a small door.
I will need your old belt, brother. I get the feeling that I am going to need it on this journey. More so than what I found, at least. Please, do forgive me for this.
And she will take the belt out of the shrine.
But I guess I better get started. I think I know who to start with. Just
Stands up. Lavender. Hang on. Let me just. Lavender.
Lavender's expression like perks up again.
Do not think I haven't noticed. I know that look. Nia had it for a number of years.
Remove your armor.
I guess you would walk up closer to.
Uh oh.
Did I
Why do you?
did I stutter? Remove your armor.
Why do you wish for me to do so?
Because I have seen how strong you can be. That armor weighs you down.
Please. Please, Lady Stonefist. You already have my respect, but I'm in no position to receive yours. It's clear to me that you have the means to protect these travelers in ways that are more significant than my own.
To compare yourself to me. I don't set the pace, and you shouldn't set your pace based off mine. Race against it. Run around this mountain until even shame cannot keep you down.
Because at this point, that Lavender was kind of struggling to find the words to think of how to, I guess, prepare herself for whatever it is that Mira was going to give her. She just like.
I only wish that your mutuality wasn't so overrun with envy.
Envy and revenge are cold. You don't need it on the mountain.
dry nights have always been cold. Oh, maybe it's a lot more literal than you might think. I understand now why you've kept yourself in secret all this time. Do not wish to have what happened to your loved ones happen to you as well.
Wait for Nia for the longest time. Now I see I do not have to. You draw your power from the rage that boils within you. You call yourself cold, but your range bird's hot. Yet your armor contains it. Let it go.
Lavender just looks at her like gloves in such perplexed, considering the fact that she kind of still wears like half the armor that she normally wears. Context.
Right, but there's still armor.
This is me teaching you. Barbarians shouldn't need armor. I've seen your sheet. You're more than capable of going without it.
Once again, Lavender just looks up at Mira, like, still a bit perplexed, but he decides, after a few more seconds of thought, to remove the, I guess what we consider to be the armored parts of her outfit. Skirt, her dress part, kinda can't be because it's still a form of fabric.
I'm asking you to remove your armor, not get naked.
Exactly.
All right, look, I'm gonna pause for a quick second. Masky is not able to join us for the rest of the session because her connection is just not cooperating with her, and she just can't battle against it anymore. So she's gonna drop out for the rest of the session tonight.
Crackerjack.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well,
Yeah, she wants us to continue to finish the session at the very least.
All right.
we'll just say that well, she's T-posing right now, but she's okay.
No, she's just going up. She's going screw gravity.
She did say that Pika would be quiet. She's just thinking about families with everyone reunited. So she's just doing some inner thoughts at the moment.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Contemplations of her own. Okay, so in that case, as I was saying, Lavender would take off like the armored parts of her outfit, like essentially leaving her in essentially the dark blue latex that is sewn underneath it.
Okay. And I have seen your sheet. You have a 17 to con and a 15 to dex, correct?
Let me see, just to verify. A 15 dex, yeah, but what was the other one?
17 to con.
Constitution, yeah.
That means your AC without armor is 15. One below what it would be with half plate.
I don't know if I actually put Lavender to having actual armor, though. It's just part of her the outfit that she's wearing in her artwork is just the default.
Yeah, it's like part of her design is all.
If she was actually wearing... If she was wearing like actual armor, she would have had like a helmet. Her upper torso would have had like a lot more covering on her. For example, like the biggest example would be that her midriff would actually be covered up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I misinterpreted that from the design, but in any case, I'm too far in now, so
that's okay.
You see her, and you can see Mira's just taking a good look at her. Did I tell you? Without the armor, you're starting to become, your fire is starting to ignite. At which point, she takes the braces of defense and holds them towards her.
Braces of defense.
Without armor, your AC is raised by 2.
Oh, there you go.
I do not need this. Not when I have my brother's belt.
Are they like gauntlets or
Just like thick bracers.
scissors?
Mhm.
To look that up.
Like leather cuffs.
Mm-hmm. Your armor slows you down. Your body is more than strong enough to take the hits. And with these, you'll be able to defend yourself even better. Become a more gallant protector. Not to mention, you'll look pretty good while doing it.
And Lavender just does a blush and just answers to her side.
I wouldn't know about that, but I suppose I'm grateful for such generosity from the Gelato Giants.
Giant. My daughter, my daughter isn't even full Jotunkin. She's only half. In any case, you're welcome.
And Lavender does like a one of those exclamation point moments of realization and just looks down at at the metal parts of her default outfit now in the snow and like,
I don't suppose that I'm expected to just leave my armor here.
You don't have to. I assume it means something to you.
It's not
Do
the
not
one.
use me as a... Remember, do not use me as a measuring stick, or to set the pace. Or if you do, look at my pace, and then race against it. Surpass me.
upon hearing surpassing, Lavender's Lavender's right eye would grow or would widen, while her left eye would start forming rings around the pupil.
This would mean at some point we should spar to see if what you say about me is true.
In truth, I was planning on sparring you here, but seeing as how we have things to do, it seemed I would have to wait.
I can at least look forward to it. Please don't fist.
Mira.
Lavender does technically revert back to her default outfit, like putting her armor back, but she still keeps the cuffs.
Mm.
So that she's not carrying her armor instead of actually just keeping it on.
Yeah, I get it.
Should probably put this in her inventory. Is that part? So are the mace cuffs like a weapon or?
They're
They're
armor.
a magical weapon.
Magical
Or a
weapon,
magical item. Magical item, excuse me.
Okay. In that case, hold on a second. See if I can add that to her inventory, though I'm not really sure as to why. Or do I have
With that being said, I noticed when I returned, one of our teammates was damn near in tears. That's a swear
No,
jar
he-
right there.
Yep, that's one for the scared. That's one for the swear jar.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting better.
Getting better.
No, she ain't.
Yes, we are getting better.
You're doing the best you can, and I appreciate every effort.
I do as well.
Bruh, no, she wasn't crying.
I will not ask what happened. But you should strive to inspire, not to tear down. I learned that with Mia a long time ago. Consider this your first lesson. Let go of your doubts, and nothing can weigh you down.
Or is Mira still talking to Lavender or Violette now?
Still talking to Lavender.
Oh, okay.
Consider your first lesson done. As she walks past and essentially gives her 2 pats on the shoulder, and as she starts walking towards the group, she puts on a rather chunky belt. I just need to get a few. I already have a backpack for such an occasion. Just give me about 10 minutes.
All
what
right.
she put on for reference was a belt of giant strength.
Ooh.
Ah.
Or in this case, giant mushrooms strength.
At.
Hmm.
Which means when we have to draw her, I have to give her like a mega mushroom on her belt buckle.
Oh, Lord. I was actually gonna have it be like essentially monster bones, just play into the monster hunter. But you want to play into the?
Oh, if it's monster bones, that's even better. Be dry bones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the buckle itself is just the head of a dry bone.
It's a skull. I like it.
Yep.
It'd be even funnier if it was actually alive. Like, why are you making me into a belt?
No, that's a necromancer's arcane focus.
Oh, that would be very funny if one of our players was dry bones and they were a necromancer.
That'd be very funny.
Oh man.
That'll be messed up, but a bit funny.
That would be
Hey,
like a lich.
Hey, I brought myself back from the dead. I'm a necromancer.
Makes sense.
I should also probably point out that due to Lavender's, Primal Path being the Ancestral Guardian feature, you would be able to sense a bunch of, like, spirit-based essences around, both Mira's shrine and essentially
the belt?
The belt, too, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you would get a sense from your primal path that you could tell that there were 2 spirits at the very least, like saying that they were granting their blessing to Mira.
At first, Lavender wasn't able to really tell because she was more focused on what Mira was saying, as well as what she was telling her. But yeah, Lavender be able to sense spirit presence.
Yep. One of them is female, relatively diminutive, but you can sense a very strong inner fire within it. The other one is gargantuanly powerful.
Also, hey, Spiny.
Hey, Spiny.
Hey.
Alright. So, shall we head on down the mountain again without losing our stuff?
Yes.
Yes, that would be a great idea.
What were the braces called again?
Bracers of Defense.
Bracers. Okay. Want to make sure I'm writing all this down.
But this time, you are all going to slide down a different path that takes you straight to the docks, not the crossroads.
So,
which after she gets like a big old like duffel bag that's on her back, it takes longer than you expect. About an hour. But when she comes out, she seems even bigger than she was before.
Huh? Are my eyes playing tricks on me because I've been out in the cold for over an hour, or did you get taller?
Greta wipes off her glasses and then puts them back on.
Yeah, she's gone from 7'10" to a solid 8 foot now. It's my brother's build.
It's
Give the extra strength to be swole, get tall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think my, I think
So it's
my
just-
sorry.
So go ahead, Miko.
I think my neck is going to get a little bit tired after a while.
Though, if I'm sorry, you lot were out here for so long as a bit of a compensation, and she tosses a water skin at you, but it's very warm.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Hot stuff. Okay. Whew. Okay, I'm good.
Cocoa from the road. It's Nia's favorite.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, okay. That's very generous of you. But what are you guys gonna be drinking?
I'm fine with water.
I was trying to make a joke, like, implying I was gonna drink it all. This seriously, this skin is like bigger than me.
All right. So, I'll just say for Pika's like,
Are we have to go down the mountain again?
We are, but I know a shortcut.
Can I ride on your shoulder again? I don't wanna get left behind.
and Violet gets flashbacks to nearly losing her stuff again.
Don't worry.
Don't-
you won't
don't-
be
Don't become a
As-
snowball again.
as quick as being sliding down the mountain will be. We can just hike.
I'm fine with this.
So with this shortcut in mind, you are all getting ready to slide down the mountain again. But this time, thanks to Mira's direction and actually having a sled, you are now going to slide down the mountain without any ease, straight towards the docks.
Wait, without any ease? Like,
I heard that too.
Yeah,
without
with ease.
Yeah, with ease, without trouble, I should have said.
there you go.
But yeah, even with all the ducking and weaving between all the trees, you are now heading to the docks. And once you get there, you have an entire party waiting for you. All the Dry Knights citizens are all helping you load some materials into the boat.
Whoa.
Prince Nico.
Ah, Lavender. I suppose you had time to clear your head now?
Somewhat, I suppose. Is everything all according to plan?
Yep, we just finished up the last of the supplies on their ship. Even took care of some little dents and nicks from attack from some sort of creature. What did you all encounter at the sea?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
It's let's just. I think the closest thing we could actually describe is this giant leviathan that shoots out lightning, if you will.
Oh dear! You encountered one of the 4 sacred beasts?
Is that what that thing is?
Oh dear.
Much
What
like
do you think the mammoth was?
Is that also one of the sacred beasts? I didn't know.
Our lands are governed by 4 sacred beasts. If you encounter 2 of them, it's either a blessing or an omen.
I think our situation is blurred.
What does blessed mean?
It's
It
a
means
po-
both-
It's a portmanteau. It means blessed and cursed at the same time.
Yeah, Yoshi will stay with us and help us with the rebuilding. And to make sure that Junk doesn't come after him again, just in case if he does try going back to the Mushroom Kingdom, he just doesn't scoop him up again and place him somewhere else.
So Button is gonna walk over toward Yoshi and just give him a little hug. Stay safe, buddy. Aw.
I lick.
He gave it licks.
I will make sure, Your Majesty, I am not abandoning this island again.
Lavender, you never abandoned us. Ever.
Even still,
Lavender, not another word.
as you wish, Your Highness.
Everything's all here and accounted for. They're ready to set sail.
I guess it's time, isn't it?
I suppose so, Captain.
I see you're wearing the belt, Mother.
I figured that if he was around, your father would want to help me.
He would. You two were inseparable as a duo together.
But those times have passed. It's your turn to look after them now.
I'll make sure that their sight is tended to every day, and make sure that there's no thieves snooping around the hut.
You might want to replace the locks on the shed.
I would imagine that Pika would have been trying to hide her face, knowing that the locks were pretty much destroyed from that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll make sure that they're thief-proof this time.
Sounds like a good idea.
Button's gonna go walk up to Nia. When all of this is over, I'd love to show you around the oasis in Dry Desert. Maybe I'll even show you how to cook up a spider stew. That's what I lived on for the longest time.
Greta just looks at him like, you poor thing.
Insects are a good source of protein.
Yes, they are. I mean, where do you think all that went? He just, like, flexes just a little bit. Hey!
And his muscle just falls down.
Just, Mira would look to Greta. Is that small little munchkin trying to flirt with my daughter?
No, I was just... Never mind. Let's just get on the boat.
It's just too easy.
And Greta would actually look up at Lavender and say,
Give yourself time and be patient with yourself and take good care of yourself.
As well, palm up.
She gives a nod and says,
Thank you for all your help.
I appreciate it.
And then moves on to the boat.
Violet will then start passing onto the docks, if you will. Taking one more look into the Gelato Kingdom, if you will. As a speck of snow just kind of landed onto the tip of her nose. And... yes?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And she outstretched her hand as more snow is starting to flurry down slowly, if you will. She just kind of remembered just how beautiful this thing is. Captivated by the sight, if you will.
And observing this, Lavender also looks at Violette for a few seconds. Then says, yeah. Actually, no, before, I'm going to wait until after Violette starts walking again.
Well, I think she would just look back into the kingdom, but then would notice Lavender is getting close again.
Not necessarily close, she would just be still standing.
Oh. You know, I've never actually I never actually see such a winter kingdom before. The place I've known for is much more dry and humid. But it's the world that I've known until, recently, these past events.
There have been moments where I do try to appreciate the beauty of this island after being here for so long. Post-work duties just sometimes prevents me from appreciating it for what it is. Little things.
I guess, let's see. Then I pray that you don't lose track on the little things, and that's where Violet will start moving again.
So before Violet got too far, though, I'm gonna go.
Dragonborn, wait.
She turns.
And we'll step up to at least a bit of a distance, like.
I may not know what it is, how it was that you were raised, but please do me. If you were to do me one favor in your adventure, don't ever lose sight of what's most important to you. Protecting your friends, saving this kingdom. Right.
I can,
yeah. Flawlessly or not, you do what you think is the best way to saving lives. And I'm sure that however way you do it, it will be beautiful in your own way. Princess.
It was at this point that Lavender tries to, like, it's almost not necessarily a smile, but like a straight mouth. The type of expression that characters who don't usually smile try to make when they're making it look like they're making the effort to smile. Then she blushes again a little bit, thinking, oh, this is so awkward. And kind of looks over to the side to her left as well.
Thank you, Lavender. Violet smiles and then she turns back to the boat.
Nia would give one last hug to Mira before she sees her mother off.
Oh, actually, one other thing that I did want Lavender to do before Violet does walk off, Lavender would give like a very light salute to her right hand.
I guess Violet would just nod and curtsies before she actually goes into the vote.
But yeah, Nia would give a hug to Mira before seeing her mother off.
Mm-hmm. Don't break too many bones training them.
Oh, don't worry. I'll do that with the soldiers.
That's my girl.
So they all line up, with some of the villagers now tying off the boat to have you shove off, as they all cheer to wish you all luck. Soldiers, salute! And all the Dry Knights salute, including Lavender.
And I imagine Yoshi is just like looking at them and does his best to imitate it.
Yeah. and Nia does the same too, but also banging her shield with the mace, with the axe.
Yeah, looking at her, just smiles at her daughter, and just on her own chest.
So is Mira gonna get on the boat?
She is on the boat.
Oh, the token isn't.
The token isn't
token
there. The token isn't there.
I can't control the token.
Hold up. There. I'll just say that you just ran up to the boat as it was leaving, and you just jump on.
Yep, essentially giant leap.
I imagine it completely rocks the boat as she makes her landing.
Definitely.
With flashbacks to a certain Koopa you all remember.
Oof.
Oh.
boy.
I both miss and don't miss that guy.
Hey.
You all leave, and that is the end of the Gelato Kingdom arc and the end of this session.
Whew.
Holy
Oh,
moly.
man.
That's a weight off my chest.
Hey, Blue, do you want to see what would happen if you did decide to fight Mira right there and then?
I have no idea. Lavender would probably lose.
Let's see. Oh, crap.
That is intimidating.
Yeah, that's not scary at all.
Come, break your back against the mountain.
Oh my.
I will break you.
What a line.
Unless if I break you first.
Well, what did you all think of the Gelato Kingdom arc?
Man, that was
that
was such a great adventure.
Yes, and lots of emotions.
Absolutely.
Well, next time, since you're all heading to the Sweets Kingdom, it's going to be a quite literal fast-paced adventure.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I will warn you ahead of time, you will almost not get a break in this part of the arc.
Are we going through a Mario version of the Tomb of Horrors?
Or Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Oi!
Oh,
Well,
Oy vey.
God!
Prepare for almost no long rests.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I better conserve my spells.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a very
this-
good idea.
This is my only warning to you.
Oh boy,
So
oh
you-
boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh
Actually,
boy.
considering the fact that you're a warlock, your spell slots come back on short rests.
Really?
Yep.
That's true.
That is if I decide to give you a short rest.
This is true.
Yeah.
Aha.
So, either way, prepare to conserve almost everything you have, because this is going to be an endurance arc next time.
Oh boy.
But before we head off, let's give a big hand for Blue for helping out in this arc.
Yes.
He's been a real major help in this for this entire adventure for the last couple of months.
In fact, hold on. There's an audience thing here. There we go.
There we are.
Clappity clap clap.
Yeah, because Blue has worked really hard, especially for.
What was with the rim shot? Who did that?
You will never know.
I know, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, Blue's been, even though that Blue's bit still new to D&D, they did a wonderful job helping out.
I like to think that I tried.
Yeah, you did your best, and that's all we can ask
Yes. And it shows. Very well done.
Yeah, that should take it for this session.
Honestly, I'm kind of sad to see it go, buddy. But you had a good run.
I will say though, since this is going to be my last time being as part of an actual stream, thank you so much for having me on at all. This is actually a really, really cool experience. And it honestly makes me hope that I can be part of more sessions of like other games.
Yeah, of course.
No problem. All right, I think you're gonna go raid someone, Jay.
Well, crap. Let's see if someone's live.
Also, to point out for the chat, those of you who enjoyed Lavender's presence in this, thank you as well.
And if you want to support Blue, you can always commission them of their artwork.
Yeah, whenever you open them.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Or just simply follow them and see what they work on, because they do fantastic artwork.
Yeah, he is a fantastic artist. In fact, before I'm gonna go raid Tiefling Melissa, I'm gonna raid Tiefling Melissa.
Melly is still on?
Yeah, Melly's still on.
Oh crap!
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna share a link to your. I'm gonna share a link to your thing here. There is your Twitter. They can find your other socials there, and there it is in the chat. Okay.
All right. I think this would be a good point to cut out.
Yep. Hold on. Let me get the raid set up. Come on, computer, work with me. Ah!
When in doubt, your phone can help too.
It can. Okay, did I spell tiefling right? Okay, it looks like I did. Okay. Also, fair warning, chat peoples. Sometimes they use words over there that I do not encourage on my streams, but other than that, Tiefling Melissa is a lovely tiefling, and I hope you all have a good night. Thank you for joining us.
Peace.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We all have a good night.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
So forth.
Yeah. In other words,